welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering the spring 2022 semester of Bravo Company 1 Shepherd. And in this episode, we're going to go over the Light Leaders course. Now, the day began, like all days begin, with some light PT to get everybody limbered up and start training on bayonet techniques. And after a good hearty breakfast, then the Light Leaders helped out the new Warrior Basic students get their gear together, get their miles affixed to it, and get moving out to their class. And then the classroom portion began for Light Leaders.
We left off this morning, back it up. We covered Optics Tactic as a leadership philosophy. We then covered troop leading procedures and BAMSIS, right? And then we left off with after action review. Right, so how do we do team-based performance enhancement? So the rest of this afternoon is going to be dedicated to combat orders. Okay, I'm going to start with commander's intent, and then we'll go on into orders, the three types of orders, and then finally the end of the afternoon is going to be wrapped up. I'm going to issue you a mission for tonight, and you will break you into teams, and you guys will start working on your combat orders. Okay, for tonight.
So the Light Leaders came up with their plan for the mission. And what was that mission?
The situation is, this is our AO. We're suspecting there is suspected heavy enemy infiltration at a farmhouse located down here at coordinates 4472, 4728. So currently we have 4 squads that are going to be operating in our AO. We don't have any other friendly forces.
Now, first squad was inserting on foot. What they did is they followed the northern perimeter of the AO, then followed the fence line down till they came parallel with the farmhouse, and then cut in to link up with the other squads. Second squad was inserted by EM50 to a southern point in the AO. Once they were inserted and debarked from the EM50, they proceeded on foot to a designated point due east, and then made their point turn due north to the link-up point at the farmhouse. The third squad departed the FOB on foot and proceeded down a main tree line between the road and the property perimeter, making a fairly direct course right to the farmhouse. The fourth squad was inserted via EM50 at a point near the farmhouse, as close as the vehicle could get that was practical, and then they disembarked and moved on foot directly to the farmhouse. That enabled them to get there first and secure the area for the other squads to link up with them. The Clandestine Night Link-Up is a hallmark mission of the 1 Shepherd Leadership Institute. It's your first mission you do in Warrior Basic. That's right, your first mission is a night mission. And it's a mission you see again and again, because as you come back for other courses, such as land navigation or Light Leaders, for example, you encounter this mission again. But it's not a canned mission. It's different every time. So what you do in Warrior Basic will not be the same Night Link-Up mission you do in land navigation, Light Leaders, Warrior Advanced, for example. This mission was great in the fact that it was a very large mission. We had 4 squads, and they were full-strength squads. And the reason we had so many is we had a large Warrior Basic class. We also had a significantly sized land navigation class. And, of course, the Light Leaders had plenty of students there to fill in all the primary and secondary leadership positions. Hence why we had such a large organization and such a complex link-up. The Clandestine Night Link-Up is a hallmark mission of the 1 Shepherd Leadership Institute. It's your first mission you do in Warrior Basic. That's right, your first mission is a night mission. And it's a mission you see again and again, because as you come back for other courses, such as land navigation or Light Leaders, for example, you encounter this mission again. But it's not a canned mission. It's different every time. So what you do in Warrior Basic will not be the same Night Link-Up mission you do in land navigation, Light Leaders, Warrior Advanced, for example. This mission was great in the fact that it was a very large mission. We had 4 squads, and they were full-strength squads. And the reason we had so many is we had a large Warrior Basic class. We also had a significantly sized land navigation class. And, of course, the Light Leaders had plenty of students there to fill in all the primary and secondary leadership positions. hence why we had such a large organization and such a complex link-up. Most of the squads were able to complete the link-up, one was not. Each squad encountered enemy on their way to link up, and they dealt with it in different ways. For a clandestine night link-up, there was a significant amount of fire. Upon completion of the night link-up exercise, the warriors were all brought back to the FOB, and we immediately had an AAR. This was giving the light leaders the opportunity to explain what they did. The OCs guided the AAR to make sure there were lessons learned, make sure that things that went really well were sustained for future use, and things that needed to be corrected did get corrected.
All right. I mean, no one's hand should be up, but if you honestly didn't know that, then that's an issue right there that we'll have to address. So everybody's good with that plan. That didn't surprise anybody.
So after the AAR, the warriors were given a good night's sleep and time to reflect on what happened. Next morning, instead of bayonet practice for PT, we had a 2-mile ruck march. And the purpose of this ruck march is for everybody to shake out their equipment, find out what's not riding right, and get it corrected before they have to step off on the FTX carrying this ruck that isn't right and messing up themselves and their feet and everything else. As we move into the second day of Light Leaders, this is where the rubber meets the road. Our leaders last night got some experience leading patrols with their new warriors. Now they get the opportunity to do the exact same thing again in the daylight, but whereas the clandestine night link-up mission is designed for two forces to meet up in an area that has some enemy, hopefully without making contact. Today's exercise is all about making contact. The two groups are put in a situation where they are forced to go head-to-head and run into each other. So avoiding contact is not an option. Now, as you watch the video, you'll notice the leaders do not have rifles and they do not have miles gear. This is to reinforce the leadership lesson that their weapon is their unit. So the leaders get to constantly lead their men, but they don't get to participate in the fight. Now, to give them more time leading, they don't have any miles gear to get taken out of the fight. Again, all part of the learning opportunity here.
Mike on me. Right there, crawl. Stay low. Okay. Watch to the left. Use your gun to push down the fucking thorns. Pushing left. Hey, if they come up from over there, you're not going to hit them. Pushing left. 25 meters to the left. That's not good, folks. That's tree. No, back up and go down. Go to that tree, cover that sector. Dancer, what you got over there? Right there, dead center, 20 meters! Oh shit, they're pushing left! They're over there, you see them? They're up there. Left, yep, right in there. They're right up. Where's the other guy down there? Yeah. Keeping the eye out. Okay. Do we have a right there, shoot him, he's right there, shoot! No, hey, I need a guy. Push him. Matt. Yeah. Get over here. Stay low. Go around that way. Yep. Stay low. Push up, he's reloading! Push up! Push the fuck up! Get low. You see? Right there. Where's Fred here? Hey, can you move up and bring somebody up there? Yeah. Okay. 20 meters up. Okay. Would you want to work on the left? So still there? Yeah, he's pushing left.
CCP on me. You're hit. Just come to my boy.
Take your gun out.
Calvin.
Hold up, conserve your ammo. Hey man, you got a guy engaging your.
To your right! To your fucking right!
Hey, pull back. I'm not bird dogging, I'm in line.
To the left! To your right! Mike, he's right to your left! They're moving!
Okay.
Kerry, you're up? Guy forward of you, he's somewhere else.
You can get him.
What? He's aiming at you now. Hello?
We're engaging.
Stop.
We got a guy right here. Okay. No, he's right there. Okay. Hey, can you pull?
They got both their fucking weapons up, pointing at
He's getting up,
both
he's getting up, he's getting up. How's he doing, man? He's running, he's up. He's right here, he's right there. You won't have a shot?
He's dialed in on you, just waiting.
Hey, let's bring our guy up.
Guys up! Guys up! Guys up!
He's coming.
Phil!
Yo.
Okay! He's down. He's got his hat off. There's another guy between the two trees. Push up! Mike! Right there! Push up on that left! He's trying.
Left is moving up. Slow. Stay low.
Stay low!
Don't get crazy now.
Yeah, just keep going that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I see him too. Hey, Jensen. You dead?
Gary! No! He's dead. Yeah. Okay.
Go out of the tree line.
How many left?
Friendly, check fire! We are behind enemy! Watch fire!
How many left?
We hope you found this coverage of the One Shepherd Light Leaders course helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future One Shepherd coverage.